Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answers to the human experience? Welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, a 2-hour safe haven for your questions and Spirit's answers to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next 2 hours, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, and share love and light.
There Yes, indeed, there is a light right here on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, 103.9 and 96.9. And we're answering your questions all across the nation right here at 888-565-1470. And we are connecting to give you messages, but tonight's our night of gratitude. So I want to hear from you. What are you grateful for? Because it's really important to know where our heart is and what we have to be grateful for. I know this year, 2020, it's almost over. I know this year has not been the easiest of years. And I know that for many of you, it has been a time of disappointment and loss and just hardship. For many of you, you have, found courage you didn't know you had. And tonight, as we prepare for our Thanksgiving meal, it may not be the way we normally experience Thanksgiving. But remember that Thanksgiving resides in the heart. Thanksgiving is not about how many people are around your table, how much you have to eat. Thanksgiving is about being grateful. Grateful for the breath of life, grateful for the ability to live the life, and grateful for the things that we do have. And even though we may not be sharing that gratitude with people from near and far, they're always in your heart. You see, everyone in your family, whether you know it or not, every member at that table has sat at a table with you before in the great heavens, has sat around the table of the soul family group that you belong to, and you have chosen to experience this life together. And even though you don't know when things will change for you, it is really important that you remember that you're always connected. Even if someone is not at the table because they are no longer on the earth, for that we have sorrow. But understand that they have grace and peace, harmony and love. And so through the sorrow, we have to be grateful for the time that we had with them. And as we work through the sorrow, we have to release the expectation of the physical manifestation and experience with them and trust that they are forever connected with our heart. You see, love knows no distance. It knows no miles. It knows no boundaries. Love is just love. Energy flows freely. And the more freely it flows to those who are open and receptive, the greater the power it has. And the more who receive the love energy with an open heart, the more love they receive, the more harmony they receive, the more peace. It is in the grateful heart that we find our greatest power. It is in the gratitude of the smallest things that we recognize the beauty that surrounds us. And it is truly in the love of this experience that we experience better, greater things. And whatever may have gone awry in this 2020, whatever may have felt uncomfortable, be grateful for what it has taught you, be grateful for what it has given you, and be grateful for where you are. Because you know as well as I do, as we look in the comparing mind, the human mind, and we look to the left and we look to the right, we can't help but say, oh, they're better off or they're worse off. That's how the human mind says. It speaks to us that way. It calculates things. But you, in your heart, knows that you've come a long way. And that although this may be the year that you remember as some of your greatest challenges and tribulations, just know that this journey is not for nothing. It will give you the power to appreciate more in this 2021 and 2022 that come upon us before we know it. It will give you the strength and the ability to discern what really works for you and no longer live in a land of illusion, a land of confusion, a land dictated by others. You will learn to follow your heart. For your heart is your greatest spokesperson, but we need to listen. And we cannot listen when we are listening to the chatter of others, the woe of others, the fear of others. Because when you listen to your heart, you feel no fear. Because love is the conquering power. Love is the force that is going to connect you to the angels and to God always, no matter what you endure. It'll connect you in your highest moments, the pinnacles of success, the joyous, harmonious, celebratory experiences, and the times when you feel as if no one could even hear you yell for help because you feel that alone. And I know many of you on this Thanksgiving, not just because of this pandemic, but because this is where life has you, you feel very alone. And that's why we're here tonight on this Wednesday night, eve of Thanksgiving, so that you know you're never alone. That somewhere out there in the angelic realm, in your loved ones on the other side, and in the force of love that connects your heart to the heavens, there is much to be grateful for. And the appearance of loneliness is just that. It is the illusion to lure you into the pitfalls of pain and sorrow and fear and doubt, and maybe even self-pity. All of these remove you from the power that is the greatest power on earth. That is love. And gratitude is the energy that opens all of love's doors, opens all of the opportunities. So whether there be one at your table or just a couple, on this Thanksgiving Eve, know that as you prepare, and it may not meet your expectations of what you imagined it should be, know that for whatever reason you are, I am, we all are, exactly where we need to be for this moment. And that this moment too shall pass. And just for this day, we can choose to be blessed and grateful. And just for this day, we can choose the power of love and know that it connects us always. A couple of Sunday Fun Days ago, we sat with Spirit, and yes, we wrote a song. And this song is a message of gratitude and blessings. And so as we close out of this monologue, I'm going to pass it over so that they can just play this song out for all of you so that you can hear this message from Spirit as it came through me on Sunday Fun Day. And then we will come back to the phone lines after our commercial break. But take a listen of just the message that Spirit has brought to you all on this Thanksgiving Eve. And then when we come back after that, we will be answering your questions. Just for today, let's be blessed and grateful and know that if we are just for today in that energy, that amazing doors will open. Just this day, I awake in my heart. Just this day, I open my eyes and see. Just this day, I trust that life will be everything I want it to be, as I need, or I am blessed gonna say thank you for everything that I have. All my dreams that are coming, I know that I'm blessed so far. And on this day now, I'm gonna feel my way. Just something wonderful I've yet come to know. I am blessed by now. Through the light of God, I walk somehow. On this day, I am grateful. On this day, I know I'm blessed. On this day.
Interested in state-of-the-art healing? Call Ray Crowley at 561-276-9643. Ray Crowley is a pioneer in the use of hyperbaric oxygen therapy, effectively treating cognitive disorders such as Alzheimer's disease, brain injuries, strokes, and showing great promise for treating COVID-19 without mechanical respirators. Ray Crowley has 40 years of experience in physical therapy, treating sports injuries, traumatic brain injury, and other neurological conditions with astonishing results. Visit OxygenRescueCareCentersOfAmerica.com or call Crowley Physical Therapy in Delray Beach at 561-276-9643 to schedule your appointment today.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll free, worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope.
Do you know me? Do
you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me?
Have you heard me? Have you seen me? I am Sarah Spiritual, and we are answering your questions all across the nation. And a very happy Thanksgiving Eve to all of you. I cannot believe I was just doing the countdown. I had to check. I had to text over to the Media Central and say, how many shows have we done? Traditionally, our Thanksgiving show used to be filled with a lot of callers who are spiritual leaders and gurus who would call from all over the world and give you their take on Thanksgiving. These past couple of years, we've kind of stepped away from that, but traditionally, we have been here every Thanksgiving Eve while all of you are cooking and preparing for your dinners, maybe a little different this year, and shared that experience with you. So thank you so much, those of you who have the time and are tuning in with us tonight, because we are here to be grateful and in gratitude. And I sure am grateful for all of you. 11 and a half years with everyone, 563 live shows. We couldn't be happier to connect with all of you. And we are opening the phone lines, and we want to talk to you, especially if this is your first time calling. I would love to hear from you. You know, we do ask out of respect that people call and really honor the fact that other people want to get on the line too. So if we talked to you last week or the week before, let's be grateful for the time that we shared. This is a service that we give you, and let's honor the fact that everyone wants to ask a question and everyone wants to be heard. And there may be somebody out there tonight that really needs Spirit to give them a message so that they can truly feel the power of thanksgiving and gratitude. We're going to go to the phone lines and to our Facebook feed. Pop the questions in the feed. You know what to do. 888-565-1470. 563 shows. I'm so excited to go to Connecticut. And I've got Danette in Connecticut. Danette, how are you?
I'm okay. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Danette. Good to connect with you. Have you called us before? Yes?
Yes, I have.
Good.
I've called you before, and you've been right on the spot. When I had my biopsy, you were right on everything.
Oh, great. Yes, I do remember that message that everything came back negative and we are good. Yes, so we take that fear out of that. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful.
Well, I have a question. My brother's been gone as of Friday. It'll be 21 years. I know he's been around here because he's been playing pranks on me. I know that because I put my milk at a certain spot in my refrigerator and it's moved. And I'm upstairs, or I put
jiggling.
Something in.
Yeah, he's moving things and jiggling with the lights as well. So the electricity flickers as well. But interestingly enough, Danette, I have to say that when I first connect with you, a woman steps forward.
My sister Joseph,
and she steps.
my mom.
Oh, hold on. I let me make the connection, honey. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. This woman steps forward. She stands above you. She stands in the mother's position, and she stands with your brother. She stands above you and above your brother, but your brother stands with her. Okay. But her positioning lets me know that she's older, and she's saying thank you because she lets me know that you helped everyone in their journey in the family. Yes? Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
And you
I
were the peacemaker.
Mom's, stuffing tradition. Every year I make her stuffing and I give it out to my people, my family. I make like 2 trays of it.
You're the bridge. You're the bridge of the family that keeps everyone together. Yes, you kind of bridge to connect everybody. And so she's saying thank you. And she's saying thank you for all that you've done. And when I step into the energy of your brother, your brother takes my breath away. He makes me feel as if the suffering was so rough in his breath and his breathing. Does this make any sense to you, Danette?
Yeah, he had a kidney problem, and he had a new kidney, and then he had it failed in 1999.
And I feel like, but there was a lot of suffering right there before the end, and he couldn't breathe at the end. There was breath and breathing issues before that. Was he on an oxygen machine or something, please? Do you know?
Probably when he went to the hospital.
Okay. I just feel that energy. He takes my breath away. He held on as long as he could, and he did not get to say goodbye to everybody. And this is something that he says he's never left anyone. And you're always going to be like his sidekick. That's what he makes me feel like. Like you were like the dynamic
We're
duo.
our
Like,
partner in crime.
yes, partner in crime. Exactly. See, so it's like dynamic duo, partner in crime. This is how he makes me feel. So you're always going to be his sidekick. He also makes me aware that, there's a birthday coming up for someone. Whose birthday's coming up, please? Birthday anniversary.
His anniversary
Okay.
is coming up on
Okay.
this Friday.
Oh, this Friday.
It's
Okay.
21 years.
Okay.
So
So
he's been gone.
so he makes me aware of that, and I feel as if there's something that you used to do for him that you don't do anymore. I don't know. They're keeping track up there.
I used to celebrate his when he had a kidney transplant. We used to go out and get a drink on March 27th when he had his kidney transplant. And I haven't done that in a while because he hasn't been around.
Okay. Well, celebrate his life now, Danette, because he is with you and he is on the other side of life, all right? And there's a song, Spirit Road, and I want to share it with you because I don't believe you've heard this one. And this is from the Messages of the Other Side, but your brother's telling me, go ahead, sing it to her. So let me give it to you. Don't you cry, don't you hide. You've got to live your life, even though you don't see me. I'm right here. So he's with you, honey. All right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Set a place for him at the Thanksgiving table. He's going to be right there. And he said if you put the milk to the left towards the back, he won't touch it. I don't know where you put it, but I don't know.
I
But
put it like beside my sweet tea.
okay.
And he pushes it back, and then he pushes it forward.
Okay.
And then I opened my I had some stuff. He must have taken some stuffing.
Well, let me tell you this.
My mom's stuffing.
Just put it in the back in the left, and he's not going to move it again.
Oh, okay.
Follow it. Do it his way, as Frank Sinatra would say. Okay. Thank you so much, Danette, for calling. Greatly appreciate you, and happy Thanksgiving. Danette, may I ask you this question before we go? What are you grateful for?
I am grateful for my son and my 3 granddaughters, and my other sister and I are going to have dinner together.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
She's making the turkey, and I made the stuffing, so I just have to heat up the stuffing.
Good.
And the stuffing my mom made.
Wonderful. Thank you so
It's
much.
really delicious.
Well, we are
Thank you
grateful for you
again.
listening, and thank you so much. God bless you. Bye for now.
God bless you. Thank
Bye.
you.
888-565-1470. Yes, indeed. It's always a little difficult on this Thanksgiving Eve. You know, I remember, it's 27 years ago. My dad passed at the end of November, and we actually buried him the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Those are some of the things that you just never forget. You know, it's always there to remind you that they're not present for that day. So we understand that they're not physically here, but we welcome you opening your hearts and knowing that they are always around you, even if you don't see them. We're going to go to New Jersey. I've got Stacy on the line. Stacy, how you doing?
Hello.
Hi, Stacy. Good to have you here.
Hi. How are you? How are you?
I'm doing great. Is this your first time calling us?
This is my first time calling.
Welcome. How did you hear about the show, Stacy?
My coworker, she is definitely a huge fan.
Oh, that's so sweet of her. Tell her I said thank you. Stacy, I've got to ask you this question before we even get into your story. What are you grateful for?
I am grateful for my blessings and everyone that I have around me. The light that I have that shines so bright. I'm thankful for everything, and I'm grateful for everyone.
So you can relate to the opening song, There's a Light, There's a Light. You can relate to that song that we play.
Yes, you're giving me chills.
Yes, because it's a powerful energy here, and we all have that light. And God bless you for shining that light and using it to better other people's experiences. You know, Spirit tells me that Well, 2020, we know it packed a wallop for everybody. There's just no hiding that. But I can say this to you. You've been on a soul journey even before 2020 hit, as far as purpose, meaning, passion. What does life represent, this part of life, and what will you have to show for it? And how can you make a difference in the world? You were on that path. And then, of course, all heck broke loose. And now you're sitting here going, now I really need to feel as if I am making a difference. This is true, yes?
Right.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
Stacy, what is your question for us this evening?
You know, my question, I at this time, I just kind of want to know, between my finances and the workplace, like, will things get better? Will I move forward? Will I progress?
Okay. So next year is a year of expansion for you. It's a time of taking evaluation of what is not working for you and making some choices. I feel as if advancement comes, but outside of the environment that you are currently in. It's like everyone's talking and just carrying on about things, and you just want to go there and do an honest day's work, yes?
Yes. Yes.
And I feel as if we've been juggling our finances for a while, and you're starting to think, Lord, this isn't worth all this headache and trouble. And I kind of feel as if you feel like an outcast there. You try to blend, but you're not really blending because you're just not partaking in there. And I hear the word gossip and their stories. And I actually feel like there's a person who is trying to put out your light, who's a part of the organization, who makes it uncomfortable for you. So, of course, this will not change, Spirit says, because, well, even though we believe in miracles, the people around you do not wish to change. So the only thing that can change is how you interpret their actions, how you let it impact you, and the choices that you make to shift yourself out of there. And so when I put you on the path of 2021, and I know it's a little, well, difficult path because we're concerned about making any change in such uncertain times. But when I move you into the more strong energy of the month of May for you, I know it sounds like it's a ways off, but I feel like you're in a much better position. And I'm also being led to say to you, I feel like there's some type of move or change that comes for you, not just related to work, but it's like you need a do-over, makeover. I got a new attitude. We need to make a change, yes? And when I look at even relationships, like even those are not fulfilling you because you're showing up 150% and we're not getting our cup full in return, yes?
Yes, absolutely.
So do you. And in this moment of now, you claim your birthright of abundance, your birthright of unconditional love, and the expression of your light wherever you go. And if you shine that light, God will always lead your path.
Right. Okay.
There's a raise coming. There's a new position, a promotion. It's all coming. They also tell me that you were supposed to go back to school or something else you needed to do, and you didn't quite finish something.
Yes.
I spy with my Sarah spiritual eye. You don't have any secrets here, girl. Okay.
Oh, gosh, my real estate license, actually. Yes.
Get it done.
Yes.
Get it done while you're going through this toxicity, anyhow. And then you have that and whatever else you step into. And eventually you can segue. I don't know you, but Spirit knows your story, my dear. And you're writing a beautiful story. Don't lose yourself in the negative naysayers, all right? Thank you so much, Stacy, for calling. Have a very happy Thanksgiving. Stay well.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
God bless you. Bye for now.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. Let's go to Facebook. Let's go to YouTube. Let's see what we've got going on. Who do we have here? We have Iris. Iris, do I see you in a committed relationship in 2021? Absolutely. My spirit guides are abso-freaking-lutely, honey. We see the relationship. We see the passion. We see the connection. It is your time, your turn, my dear Iris. And today marks the energy of a major shift for you. When I see the energy around you, I feel like It's like being born again today on today's date. Don't ask me why, but Spirit says whatever shift is happening planetarily, it's impacting you greatly, and it's going to open some new doors of possibilities. And when I spin you into the month of February, that's when a lot of energy starts opening up for you to have a fantastic love life in 2021. What's love got to do with it? Plenty for you in 2021. Thanks so much, Iris, for your Facebook question. Let's take another question from Facebook. We're welcoming your questions. Candace Ann Rowe, she says, hey, I'm tired of feeling disorganized, Sarah, because of the pandemic. Will my life become financially secure again? Candace Ann Rowe, I guess we all have a little pandemic fatigue here. It's definitely made us all jump through some extra hoops. Phew, looks like we're almost through, but we still have a little more to do. Candace Ann Rowe, you will be financially secure soon. I feel as if, having nothing to do with the timeline of what's going on in the world, I feel as if for you, there's a shift that comes towards the third week of January. That's when I feel like maybe a new opportunity, a sideline activity comes to you, and that gives you the opportunity to make the shift and change that you desire. So Candace Ann Rowe, let's brainstorm. Let's put together some ideas of what kind of side hustle you can do to bring in some extra dough so you've got a little extra to play with as life gets back on track for you and ideally for the rest of the world. Thank you so much, Candace Ann Rowe, for your Facebook question. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to come right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. It's Thanksgiving Eve with Sarah Spiritual, and we are spiritually speaking to all of you, and grateful we are. Stay with us. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door.
Interested in state-of-the-art healing? Call Ray Crowley at 561-276-9643. Ray Crowley is a pioneer in the use of hyperbaric oxygen therapy, effectively treating cognitive disorders such as Alzheimer's disease, brain injuries, strokes, and showing great promise for treating COVID-19 without mechanical respirators. Ray Crowley has 40 years of experience in physical therapy, treating sports injuries, traumatic brain injury, and other neurological conditions with astonishing results. Visit OxygenRescueCareCentersOfAmerica.com or call Crowley Physical Therapy in Delray Beach at 561-276-9643 to schedule your appointment today.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll free, worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope.
Do you know me? Do I know you? Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me?
Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that I know you, because I am Sarah Spiritual, and we are spiritually speaking with all of you all across the nation, welcoming your phone calls at 888-565-1470, and we're answering your questions. So I'd love to hear from you, and please be sure to tell us what you are grateful for. And if you're on Facebook and YouTube, pop in the feed what you're grateful for. I love to hear all the reasons why we are in the energy of gratitude. Did you know that the power of gratitude unlocks all the possibilities for you? It is the most powerful energy that we can surround ourselves with. And I've got to go back to the phone lines, and I got to go to Alexander. Alexander is in Fort Lauderdale. Alexander, how are you doing?
Florida. I'm doing all right, Miss Sarah. How you doing?
I'm doing great. And what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful. I hope I can live a little bit longer. I've been grateful for that. Mm-hmm.
You got a lot to be grateful for, yes?
Yes, I've been here for a long time. I hope I can live a little bit longer or more.
Well, my spirit guides tell me that it wasn't the easiest ride for you here and this experience of life, yes? So you've passed through some interesting times in this world, yes? You've got some stories to tell.
Yeah, you know.
Yes. You're the kind of person I want to sit next to and say, tell me a story, because I bet you've got one for everything. But I do see here that the doors are going to open for you. You've got more time and more connections with people. I know that you've done a lot to help other people as well, yes?
That's right, yes.
You have always put people first. And that's what gives you the blessings that you have. Even though you may not have a lot, you have all the blessings that you need. And I mean a lot by worldly standards. But by heavenly standards, you're abundant beyond measure, my friend. And when I look to the energy, I feel as if there's the angels that you have been talking to surrounding you, and even the connection of loved ones on the other side who have left the planet before you.
Right.
And they are watching over you. There's a woman that stands connected to you. She seems to have great heart for you. Makes me feel as if she was a partner of life. Does this make sense to you, please?
Yes.
Yes. She stands with you for Thanksgiving. She makes me feel as if there was a bond between the two of you, and the two of you went through some things. Yes?
Well, we had been together about 5 or 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I like her, and I was trying to help her because, you know, she don't have no job and nothing like that. She got a lot of kids. That's my reason to try to help her, you know, on her feet, everything. And we just been friends ever since.
Yeah. And there's a lot of energy around you and all the kind things that you do. Alexander, do you have a question for me?
Yes, I'd like to know, you see the money coming my way?
Mm-hmm. Well, you might not always be a gambling man, but you sure get lucky sometimes, yes?
Well, I hope so.
Well, I'm seeing winds of money around you. Makes me feel as if there's some unexpected money that's going to come to you.
Right, okay.
By unexpected, I mean you show up at the right place at the right time and something happens for you. I also feel as if there's something that did not get settled out properly, legally, that's meant to be yours. Was there a divide between family or something over a piece of some property or possession, please?
Yes, that's right. Yes.
And this is something that I see is still lingering around, but there still may be a way that things get settled out. That is out there, but that is also reliant on the systems and the people.
Right.
And so if you put your trust in God and, Lord, go buy a scratch off or go play your birthday or something, you might be surprised what you get, you see.
That's right. Okay.
And you get some messages in your dreams, so pay attention to that, Alexander, because your spirit guides do talk to you in the dreams.
All right.
And maybe you'll dream a number and go play it. I bet it comes.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, Alexander, how did you hear about the show?
Well, I've been passing by the station for a long time, you know. I was going next door listen to some music. Outside, I stopped by, went in and see what people were talking about.
Yeah.
And I liked what I was hearing, and I said, I need a lot of that. Because, especially healing, because I'm blind. I need healing, too. Everything. I just liked it. I've been listening to you ever since.
Well, you know what? I know a lot of healing happens, and you know what? It's amazing that we can see with our heart sometimes better than we can see with our eyes, yes?
Right.
So take a breath. Let's work on that just a little bit, but I'm going to use my voice and just take in the energy. Let's just kind of soothe the soul a bit, yes? I am light, I am love, hallelujah, hallelujah, I am. Alexander, we wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. And may the grace of God always be with you as you continue to be of assistance to so many people. You've touched their lives. And so I know the universe is grateful for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. And I've got to go to Savitri. Savitri is in Lake Worth, Florida. Savitri, how are you doing?
Good. How are you, Sarah?
I'm doing great. Good to make a connection with you. It's the first time calling into the station?
Huh?
Is this the first time you've called the station for a message?
I called a long time ago, but I never get through.
And here we are. Here we are. Wonderful. And what is it that you're grateful for, Savitri?
I'm grateful for life right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got a granddaughter.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing, bright little light that is, yes?
Yes.
And when I look at your energy, one thing that they let me know is that 2019 into 2020 for you is a little uncomfortable, yes? You've been going through a series of changes in your life, yes?
Yes,
Yes.
Right now my marriage relationship is not so good. So
It's a hot mess, yes, indeed. And what is their birthday? Your partner's birthday. What is their birthday?
His birthday is 03/26/1960.
And I also feel that he's really hard on everyone around him. Yes, he can be very demanding and difficult. Yes, please.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And Spirit tells me that you kind of feel like you're a prisoner in your own experience right now, yes?
Right, yes.
And I also see that this year is supposed to be better for him financially, but I feel like he's pushing hard and things aren't happening for him. And whatever he does get, it's almost like he's being, I don't know, agitated and selfish. And this is how I perceive the energy around him, yes?
Yeah, sometimes he's being selfish to me, you
Yeah.
know. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And I see that. And I see the separation between the two of you. And I understand that it has not been an easy marriage from the beginning. So the fact that you are here is not much of a surprise, I may tell you. But you are not in the position that you can fly on your own either. Is that also correct?
That's correct.
I know
That's
that.
correct, Sarah.
So empower yourself. Find what you need to do so that you're not reliant and at the beck and call of his difficult behavior. Truly a difficult individual. This is not a judgment statement. This is that he, through his wounds, is ironing out his anger and his wounds right on you. And he's got to process that on his own accord. Savitri, I am made aware of a very strong path that is coming before you for you to be entrepreneurial. So I want, when that opportunity presents itself to you, when you have an opportunity to put something together that will yield you money for business for yourself, doesn't seem to require a lot to get it started. Do take that opportunity, because it's time for you to step out of your box. You've been living in fear way too long.
Yeah, because he's having an affair, and he's have me in a circle right now. So
okay, but you don't have to play in that circle. You need to create a new life for yourself.
Okay.
You deserve better, and you know that in your being. But now can't let the fear take you through it. Yes.
Is there any way that you see that we're gonna be together, or we gonna?
Well, you have free will in this story, but let me tell you that this is not the first time that you've been in the circle.
No, it's not the first time.
Okay, so then why would we expect it to change?
Okay.
Honestly, Spirit says, why ask a question you already know the answer to? You know it's not going to work. It's just you would like to hang on because it's all you think you have. But I promise you, if you stop holding on so tightly to a relationship that's empty and you let go and open your arms, something wonderful will drop in and you will be fine. Savitri, I wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. They're waving me off of the first hour. I trust I've given you some insight and guidance. Stay well and believe in yourself and trust that God will deliver you from this experience. All right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye for now.
Bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to go to Facebook, we're going to go to YouTube, and continue to answer your questions on this Thanksgiving evening show for all of you right here on WWNN. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. Stay with us. Don't go away. You know we're going to be right back.
There's a light that shines down upon me.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. Phone lines are open at 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Peace the stillness in my mind, I will see the world differently, the world differently. Everyone is here for a reason. Everyone is here to shine their love. If I could see the world differently now, I'd be seeing me as one with you. If I can see the love within me now, I will see the love in you. We all come to shine our light now. We all come to be all we can be, just you and me. If I could see love in everything now, I would see the world differently now. So I will take my vision in my mind now, and I'll see love, and I'll see love, and I'll see I'll see love. The other day, I
State of the
sat
art healing?
alone.
Call Ray Crowley at 561-276-9643. Ray Crowley is a pioneer in the use of hyperbaric oxygen therapy, effectively treating cognitive disorders such as Alzheimer's disease, brain injuries, strokes, and showing great promise for treating COVID-19 without mechanical respirators. Ray Crowley has 40 years of experience in physical therapy, treating sports injuries, traumatic brain injury, and other neurological conditions with astonishing results. Visit OxygenRescueCareCentersOfAmerica.com or call Crowley Physical Therapy in Delray Beach at 561-276-9643 to schedule your appointment today.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, call in and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, and share love and light.
There's a light down upon me, and there's a light that brightens up my day. There's a light leading the way.
There's a light leading the way right here on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 FM 103.9 and 96.9. I got all my numbers all messed up here. So we are answering your questions right here on WWNN on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And we are also going to Facebook to answer some questions. Let's pull a question from Facebook and see what's going on here. Yes. We've got our YouTube question. Esterina says, Sarah, is this the right time for me to start a child care center business, my date of birth? And so she gives me the information. Is it the right time to start? It actually is a good time for you to put the planning into place. When I move you into the energy of actually the third month around your birthday is when I feel like it's a good time to begin moving forward for that. I do feel that it is a good business for you, and it is something that will be very much needed. I understand that things are a little remote right now, but in the process of making these shifts and changes and filing for all of your licenses and things, you will be able to be up and running by March or April of 2021. It is a good time for you to start this business and get everything in order. Happy Thanksgiving to you, and thank you so much for following us on YouTube. Who else do we have here on Facebook or YouTube? Go to the next question here. Who else do you have here? There we go. Can you flip the screen? No, staying the same. There we go. Andrea Luz. Andrea Luz says, I'm going to be reunion with my Marine. Oh, going to get a little busy here soon. Let's see what's going on with the reunion with the Marine. So she wants to know how that reunion is going to be. So let's take a look for you, Andrea. So first thing that I see here, first of all, for you, this is a very important year for you to close out things that aren't serving you. You've been really trying to clear the energy of people, places, and things around you. And your Marine is going to be very excited for you. And I actually feel like there's a good connection coming back with this reunited, and we feel so good. Yes, indeed. It's going to be a nice reunion for you. And I feel as if you are on the path of 2021, starting a whole new beginning, a new attitude for you, and relationships moving forward in a positive direction. And I'm talking about personal love relationships. So let's see what this Marine brings to the table when he comes back for this reunion. Thanks so much, Andrea Luz, for your Facebook question. We're going to take another question from Facebook. We're going to YouTube, actually. We got Martha Allen. She says, Sarah, who's been trying to talk to me lately? So she's getting a sense of angels, guides, and loved ones on the other side. But I'm Martha Allen. I want to place a woman who stands above you, makes me feel as if she's a mother figure trying to get in touch with you. Mother energy feels more like mom than grandma, letting you know that she's okay. And they're making me feel like there is a birthday anniversary, something important to them coming up to your mother energy. So check in on that, my dear. But I do believe it is the mother side of the family, mother energy. Thank you, Martha Allen, for your YouTube question. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Denise, and Denise is in Fort Lauderdale. Denise, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you perfectly, Denise. Good to make a connection with you. What are you grateful for on this Thanksgiving Eve?
I'll tell you what. I am grateful for my girlfriends. I have known these girls since 1974, and we're still extremely close through divorce, through marriage, through babies, through jobs, through job losses, through sickness and in health. We're still close friends.
Absolutely.
And it means a lot. It means an absolute lot to me.
That's wonderful. You know, it's kind of interesting that, you know, when we get girl power going, there's nothing stopping us. So that is wonderful to say. And I'm really happy for you that you have such support in your energetic field, because it's really something that you bring to the table as well. You show up for people as much as they have been showing up for you, which is very refreshing, I must say. And Denise, this year is a year of some financial growth here. So I feel like there's some ideas of how we can have money make more money or make more money. Does that make sense to you, please?
Oh, making more money always makes sense.
Yeah, I want money. Lots and lots of money. This is a year of money. So my little spirit guides are like, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So something's going to yield you a nice profit. Feels like a transaction, a business of some sort, or a transaction, a sale or something, or investment. This is how I feel money flowing around you in this 2021 time. So keep an eye on some investments you might have. Perhaps there's a nice yield coming your way, Denise.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Denise, what is your question for me?
I've been alone for many, many years. And I was just wondering, am I going to, stay alone? Is there anybody, any partner in my future?
I'll take a look into that. But I go back to the energy of 2011, 2012. Who were we with then? We were with someone then, yes, please?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I was taking care of my mother, so a lot of years went by where I wasn't with anybody.
Got it. But 2011, 2012 seems to be a significant time that set the path on why you are where you are now. So I'm going to leave you with that for you to sit with. But they make me feel like that 8 or 9 years ago was an important time of change for you. We took care of Mom up until her last breath. Is that correct, Denise?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. And you were the person who kind of held her hand and gave her the strength to stay on as long as she could, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And Mom stayed in your house, please, for a while, or whose house were we in? Because okay.
Well, we both own the house together.
Okay. So I see it, and it's almost like, is there a piece of the room or a part of the house that stayed the same for Mom? Like you still left a couple of things in the same place, please?
Okay. The house, yes.
Okay. But I feel like there's like a spot, like it's almost exactly the way Mom had it, even after all these years. It's like you left it there. It's almost like her corner. I don't know what to call it, but it's Mom's corner. So
it's Mom's corner, and I'm sitting in it.
Oh, okay, great. Because she wants me to acknowledge that you're in this energy that's almost like a time warp. I'm sorry, but you have the same friends, and you're in a time warp in your house, honey. So
I know.
It's so funny. You were telling me about your friends, right? So here you are talking about your friends, and I'm like, you said 1974, and I knew that you weren't going to say this time, but we were talking about all your friends together, and I could see girls just hanging out and having a good time as you're describing this. And I'm like, oh, what a night, late December back in '63. I was like, oh my God, you girls really had fun back then. You really did.
We had a very, very. We were all in our 20s back then, and we lived it up. We definitely did, and we're quite older now, and like I said, we're still friends.
Yeah. So someday my prince will come. And Spirit tells me you don't always let people in very easily, though. You may be very friendly with your girlfriends, but you don't. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, honey, because I know there's a wall up there. So you're like, yeah, I see him coming, and then I'm like, nope, I don't want him. You got to let someone in order for them to be the one for you, okay? Because there is someone who's going to show up, but don't push him away just because you're afraid to get hurt.
Okay.
But there is love coming. And I'm going to lean you closer to the 2022 time. I move you into the month of August, September, October of 2021. And that's when the energy shifts for you. And I feel like we meet somebody. And I feel like it's at something, a gathering, an event, which Lord knows we're not having any of those right now. But it's at a meeting, a gathering, an event, something where there's a connection. And wow. Mom just wants you to know how much she loves you.
Oh, thank you.
And it's like almost as if she might not have always been easy, but she's truly appreciative of everything she knows now on the other side. Am I making sense to you?
Yes. Okay. Yes, you're making a lot of sense.
Okay. So it's best as I can get as an apology from her, but she says thank you. All right.
Well, She has nothing to apologize for. I loved her.
Yes. She was the way she was, though, yes.
Right.
Yeah. But very strong energy around you. And I want you also to know that your angels are around you, too, and I feel as if you talk to the angels. So
Well,
Archangel Michael,
that's for sure.
they're listening. Archangel
Oh.
Michael is with you as well, okay?
Okay.
All right. Denise, this is your first time calling the show?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. How did you hear about the show?
Well, I got a text that something was at my glasses were ready at BJ, so I jumped to figuring, tomorrow they'll be closed. So I jumped in my car, I turned on my radio, and there you were.
There I was. Yeah, just like
So I just
hanging out.
I heard you say the number, and I dialed.
Well, welcome to our family. I hope you continue to listen. Denise, we're here every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Thank you so much. A very happy Thanksgiving to you and all your girlfriends. All right. And I have a center in West Palm, so maybe one day when you take a ride from Fort Lauderdale, you can come see my center and hang out with us.
What is it called?
Expedito Enlightenment Center. But if you just Google Sarah Spiritual, it'll all come up. Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach, right off of Okeechobee Boulevard.
Okay, very good.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And God bless, and have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
You do the same. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. I got to go to Wellington. I got to go to Dee. Dee is on the line. Dee, how you doing?
Hey, Miss Sarah, how you doing?
Good. Birthday's coming up. Are you ready?
Well, that's why I was calling. Wanted to see what you got for me with this birthday coming up.
With this new year, new attitude, let me tell you, expansion, expansion, expansion. Have you dabbled a bit more in your online business things, please?
I started looking, but, you need money to make money sort of thing, so that's kind of where I'm stuck.
Okay. Well, get yourself unstuck, girl, because there's some money coming to you that you'll be able to use for that. Don't ask me where, but I feel like there's abundance coming to you, something to help you. We'll call it seed money. That's all. We'll give you something to do. I know that it's been a very stressful year for you because of the work that you do and everything else, and the financial climate that had changed for you coming into the 2020. So most certainly has been a year that's kept you on your toes, Dee. But there is a thought, an idea, an experience that makes me feel as if there's a move coming for you. And in
like a physical move?
A physical move, yes, indeed. So there's an opportunity to move, and you may want to choose that path because you want to find a new path, a whole new look. And this may give you that path that you desire. You may be moving north.
Okay.
Don't know how far north you're going to go, but you might be moving north.
Well, unfortunately, my parents aren't doing well, so, that's always kind of in the back of my mind that I may end up having to move, way north where I'm from to end up staying with my parent that remains. I hate to put it that way, but
I understand, but
my one parent just isn't doing well at all.
No. But for now, be in the energy of whatever's meant to be will be, and that you will always be provided for. Dee, what are you grateful for on this Thanksgiving Eve as we also approach your birthday at the end of the beginning of the next week? So
honestly, my kids, I would not be able to make it through this life without them, quite frankly. It's just, they are my light.
And that you have wonderful children. You really do.
Yeah.
So, so we greatly appreciate you. We appreciate your following the show. I know that we've known each other for years, and hang on, baby. It's going to all be okay. All right? The day I stop telling you that is the day you really worry, okay?
All righty.
All right,
you have a
Dee.
great Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Thanks
Happy
so much.
Thanksgiving
All right.
and happy birthday.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.
You too. Thanks. Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back on this Thanksgiving Eve, we're coming back to the phone lines. We're coming back to Facebook. We're going to pop into YouTube. Thanks so much for following us. We will be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing in a different.
Interested in state-of-the-art healing? Call Ray Crowley at 561-276-9643. Ray Crowley is a pioneer in the use of hyperbaric oxygen therapy, effectively treating cognitive disorders such as Alzheimer's disease, brain injuries, strokes, and showing great promise for treating COVID-19 without mechanical respirators. Ray Crowley has 40 years of experience in physical therapy, treating sports injuries, traumatic brain injury, and other neurological conditions with astonishing results. Visit OxygenRescueCareCentersOfAmerica.com or call Crawley Physical Therapy in Delray Beach at 561-276-9643 to schedule your appointment today.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll free, worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing in a different theater. And the characters, they change like water into wine. Everything comes when the stars align. Do you know me? Do you know me? Have we met before? I've been standing here before you long before you saw me before you. And you called me. Every soul has its mood.
think we met before right here on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, 103.9 and 96.9. And we're answering your questions. And we were just popping around on Facebook. Apparently, we got someone who thinks that they know more than we do, and they're just trying to message everybody. So Facebook peeps, ignore, delete. We'll take care of it on our end. But we are here answering all your questions on WWNN. And I want to go to my Facebook friends, see what questions we've got going on before we go right back to the phone lines. Who do we have here? Sue Foster, what can I do to be better and do better more? Well, you know, Sue, you're a very direct, organized, reliable person. And right now, where you are at this time in your life is closing out things that don't serve you. Next year is going to be a big new beginning for you, a fresh start. And really trusting the manifestation process, being open and asking the universe for exactly what you want. Not 1 minute less, not one measure less. We want what we want, and we ask the universe to support us. And you can be in the true energy of love and support. I see that you're very loving and kind and caring to all those around you. And now it's time for you to show up for yourself and design a whole new life for you. I sincerely hope, Sue Foster, that if you have the time, we would love to do a personal session with you, because I see that this is a time for you to make a major spiritual shift between 2021 and 2022. Angels are helping you. Archangel Gabriel is inspiring you, and Archangel Michael is leading the way of protection. Thanks so much, Sue Foster, for your Facebook question. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. I've got to go to Danielle, and Danielle is in West Palm Beach. Danielle, how are you?
Hi. I'm sorry, the phone cut out right after you said my name.
Oh, that's okay, Danielle. Hi. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Is this your first time calling?
It is my first time calling, but I actually had a session with you not too long ago for the first time in person.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for remembering us. That was not too long ago at all, right?
Right. Yes, it was less than a month.
Less than a month, and we are back. Mm-hmm. So, Danielle, before we get to your question, let's talk about what you're grateful for. What are you grateful for on this Thanksgiving Eve?
Definitely my children and our health, their health and my health, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Yes, thankful that we have a place to live, that I can pay for the bills and you know, the groceries, and I'm thankful that I'm able to provide for my boys and for myself.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And Danielle, what is your question for us this evening?
When you and I met, you said that there's a few people in my inner circle I'm going to need to let go of that are dragging me down.
Yes.
And I was scared to ask who, but I want to know.
Okay. So let me see if I can tap back into that specific energy that we had there.
Okay.
And Danielle, we are in a circle of some really good friends as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, people that I've been close with for a long time.
Yes. So we have a really good segment of girlfriends. Yes? This is how I see it. Yes? Correct?
Not so much anymore.
Okay.
But everyone has their own life, but I do have one really good friend that I can always count on.
Yes.
For sure.
And she's been your friend for a while. Is this correct?
Yes.
Okay. So when I move into the energy, I kind of go onto the energy of, I go to the side connected to your children's father's family side of people. Who's connected to you, connected to your children's father?
Oh, a lot of people.
Okay. We don't need to we don't need to entertain and let them know much of what we're doing. Am I understood, please?
Right.
I really feel as if their difficult ways spill over and try to complicate your life. Am I making sense to you?
Yeah. And yeah, for sure. They're not really in my life anymore, which is wonderful, but absolutely, when they were, that was the case.
Yeah. And I still feel like there's people that connect to you that connect to them. So we want to watch who connects them. Whose name begins with the letter K or C, please? K or C?
K or C.
This is someone who is, I'm feeling the energy more push from the other side. Who's K or C, please?
C is my sister's former boyfriend of like 15 years who was very abusive, and he committed suicide in front of her and the kids 4 years ago.
He's coming through. Okay.
Okay.
Believe it or not, he's coming.
I feel him a lot in my.
Yeah.
I do feel him a lot in my apartment. Actually,
Yeah.
little things that happen here and there, and yeah.
So he's coming through here. Very tortured individual. Okay.
Yeah.
And he made. His energy really needs to be cleared. For some reason, he hooks into you because you were the voice of reason and the voice of light in the circumstance. Yes, please?
Yes.
Okay. You were actually one of the only people who was nice to him towards the end because you were just trying to keep the peace so you could get him to go and let your sister be free, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and toward the end, I saw past his pain and I saw the person he was underneath, and I just wanted to help him.
Exactly. And he says thank you for that. But he's holding on to your light. And I want you to ask Archangel Michael to surround you with white light. And I want you to tell him to go to the light and that you want him to heal so that when he comes for another life, he will feel better.
Okay.
Okay. But he's very much attached to you. Like, I'm trying to talk to you about your friends. And like my spirit guides are going, well, there's someone, K or C, feels like it's the other side is how it felt to me. So I'm like, okay, this person needs to go. Yes.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting that he's showing up because I think the friend that you might be thinking of is actually my sister, and she's been my best friend my whole life. And our relation, and my sister, the one that that he was with, this one, and our relationship has changed in the last couple years dramatically, and I don't even think she's noticed. And I'm over here grieving, feeling like I've lost her, and she's living her life, doesn't even notice, like everything's great. She's and and my kids have like lost their cousins, and she doesn't care though because she has stepkids that her kids get to play with all the time. And so it's just I'm going through a really hard time with both my sisters. I guess it's hitting me harder with her because she was the one I was always closest with growing up, and she lives here in town, whereas the other one lives a few hours away.
Right.
So it's like I have a sister right down the street, and I never see her, and my kids never see their cousins, and it's just, it's and the holidays are here, and it's it's hard.
Well, she's trying to forget the past and build a whole new life. Unfortunately, you are part of that collateral damage, so to speak. Yes. So I want you to just trust that she's developing a new path, and that in a way, this is not a judgment statement. You've outgrown her spiritually. You've evolved, and she has not. She's still a slave to the outside world, and what will keep things okay. Okay. And that's her choice.
Her, like, is it me or is it them? It's because my sister, I try to talk to them and tell them my heart, and they will not see it my way, and they don't respond with kindness. And then when I point that out and I literally ask them to please show me some kindness, they get even more upset, and they always see eye to eye with each other, but neither one of them ever see eye to eye with me.
Right.
And after a while, you ask yourself, well, is it me or is it them? Like, who's the one that needs to grow and evolve here?
Right. And who's born in the month of July? Who's born in the month of July?
My brother. He's the only boy of our family.
Okay. He's a little different from everybody, yes, please? I see him separate from everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a very interesting family dynamic. I'm telling you, you could be on a daytime talk show, girl. Lord.
Oh, I know. I could write so many books.
So I think now it's clearer. We need to let go of people who are not holding happy space for you. It's not so much naming names, but to recognize the energy of people who cannot hold the space of your advancement and your happiness and your growth. I do feel that it's going to be a major transformational year for you this year. And when I take you into the energy of 2021 into your birthday time, I feel a lot of financial advancement and movement for you. So I feel advancement, promotion, increase coming for you.
Wow.
So Hang on, baby, hang on just a little bit longer because you're doing a great job. They give me the number 2. We have two sons, please.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I do.
Yeah, lovely, lovely 2 sons you have. And you are their light, so just remember that. We get new friends coming in 2021, too, when we can get out and talk to some people, so that'll be promising.
Right. I guess I just need to know that as painful as it is, it's okay and necessary to let my own sister go, even though she's my own sister, and it just feels like so wrong to...
That's a great question. It's a great question, and I'm really glad that you're asking this question. And look at it this way. For my guidance from Spirit, I want you to imagine that you made a soul contract with the young man who's on the other side who killed himself. You have a soul contract with your sisters, with your brother, with your family, and you each agreed that you were going to experience certain things, and during that experience, you are both going to have the opportunity to grow and shift and change. And we can't even judge their shift and change because maybe, according to God, they are exactly where they need to be, so we can't judge that. But now the contract is over, and for some reason, you want to hang on to the experience. And you know what? It's like class over. Like when the school year ends, do we sit there and all summer going, I can't wait for class to start again? No, we are out. School's out for summer. And we go running out the door. This is your chance to just say, you know what? The contract's ended. I'm at peace with who I am, and I choose to move forward. You're not disowning her. We still have a soul connection. We're just choosing not to engage in the physical experience right now because we are not a vibrational match.
Right.
And that doesn't mean you're a bad person. That just means that life has evolved and you need to let her be where she is. Meet her where she's at, and where she's at is in her own world. And so you have the free will of creating your own world for yourself as well. And I do see promising family experiences coming up for you. I'm sure that came up in our reading, but I do see life moving on.
I just want to ask if you see a possible another baby in my future, or is it just going to be me and my 2 boys?
No, I see a whole shebang of good happenings coming, honey.
Oh, wow.
Let's just jump into 2021 with both feet, and we got a whole new life coming for you.
Wow.
Thank you so much for remembering me and following up and meeting me on the radio show. I appreciate that.
Of course. Thank you for talking to me so much.
You're welcome. God bless you. Bye for now.
You too. Thank you. Bye.
888-565-1470. Let's grab a question from Facebook. Let's see what we've got going on Facebook and YouTube. Carla Kalbum. Let's see. She says, hey, one of my students, Defrick, gives a shout out to me all the time. So she says she's so happy to be here. What does Spirit have for you? You know, Carla, this is a time for you to really open up your heart and meet people in your heart space. There's a wonderful connection of community forming around you. I actually feel like it's a good time to network and build some type of business of transformation for yourself, financially, emotionally, and spiritually. Carla, you have a bright light around you. Archangel Michael stands beside you, and you are in the perfect energy to transform your life. And I actually want to say possible move coming for you. So be open to all the possibilities that 2021 has for you, dear Carla, because this is your time to shine. Thanks so much for your Facebook question, and thanks, Defrick, for sending Carla our way. We are going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Joe. Joe is in Sunrise. Joe, how you doing?
Hi, Sarah.
How are you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Good to connect with you, Joe. What are you grateful for?
I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all of my family and grateful for health.
Yes. Joe, what's your question for us tonight?
Well, everything was going fine until I got put on furlough, and you know, and that's where we're at.
Yeah, everything's been kind of a stop. You have your own business or something, or you're a contractor for someone, please? What is it you do?
Yeah, I used to just be in the sales arena.
Okay.
Until I got put on furlough. Been doing it for many, many years.
Many years, yeah. And because I just feel like you're like to me, salespeople are almost like contractors, even though we work for a company.
Yeah,
if we don't hustle, we ain't got nothing here, right? So
I do I do a lot of brokering.
Okay. So I see here, Joe, that even though you're feeling like you're on pause and frozen, I have to spin you out into the month of April of next year. I feel like there's a new strategy, a new approach that you're going to take, and that you've actually learned some things from this experience so that you can, I don't know, fail-proof, safe-proof yourself a little bit more, if that makes sense to you.
I've already gotten to the, the edges of the barrel, as they say.
Okay. But, Joe, this is the time for you to trust that your angels and guides have you, and they've got your back. And that something magnificent is going to happen because you know, as well as I do in sales, that once you hit that ground running, you could make up for all the months you thought you lost. That's the advantage of being in sales.
Absolutely.
So your statement to the universe every morning is, good morning, universe. Good morning, God. How high can I go? Because I'm ready.
That's right.
And they're going to put you there. I also...
And I do it all. I do it often.
Yes.
Just about every day, every morning, every night.
So tell them, say to them, ask them the question, how high can I go? Let's go. I'm ready. Because they love when we are in the sense of humor and harmony. And I know that you're feeling as if everything that you put on the side to have a better quality of life is kind of melting. It's like I see like the Wicked Witch. I'm melting, and just like kind of crumbling down. But the walls aren't going to all crumble down around you. And it is a difficult time, but it's still the time for you to rejoice because you've got a lot coming that's positive for you. You have a personal question, personal aspect question, please? Because I feel like there's like a part 2 to this whole conversation we're having, please.
Well, I mean, other than, I'm manning the oars and bailing water after being on furlough for so long.
Yeah. It's going to pass. Don't worry.
It's going to pass.
It's going to pass. This too shall pass. Be of courage and know that I am God. Yes? Just know that God is with you. Absolutely, Joe. Absolutely. And Joe, I'm made aware of female energy above you. Mother passed, please? Mother energy?
No.
Grandma?
My dad.
Dad's mom. Okay.
No, my dad.
Your dad passed. Okay. I have a female energy, so I place it in mom's side, so it must be grandma energy coming through for you. Close-knit, connected family, or she was very big on family, please? Yes? Because I feel like she would have everybody gathered at this time, all right? So she's looking in the space for you, holding the space for you. Dad didn't step forward, but grandma's here, like gathering everyone together. Come on, let's have a dinner. Let's all celebrate. Even though things aren't good, she still managed to make them good. Does this make sense to you?
That does make sense.
Okay, perfect. She wants you to know that she's with you on this Thanksgiving, and I'm sure your dad is as well. He just didn't step forward fast enough for me, but I truly want you to know that you're not alone. All right, Joe? Thanks so much for your call. This your first time calling? First time calling?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how'd you hear about the show?
Actually, I used sometimes in the morning I listen to a program on 1470.
Yeah.
I just happened to get in the car to go get something, and I hit the preset for that station, and you were there.
Well, there are no accidents, Joe. I'm here every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. You can go to my YouTube channel, catch some of my music, or my Facebook, Sarah Spiritual, and come see me in West Palm Beach. We've got a beautiful center. Maybe we'll have a session and we'll make a connection with your dad and all your other loved ones, all right?
Okay.
Thanks so much, Joe. Be well. Bye for now.
You too. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
You do as well. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We have to go to commercial. So we have to do, we got to go to commercial, and then we're going to come back. We got to go to Georgia. We got to go to Connecticut. We've got to go all over the place, everyone. So stay with us. Don't go away. You know we're going to be right back.
Do you know me? Do I know you? Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me?
Interested in state-of-the-art healing? Call Ray Crowley at 561-276-9643. Ray Crowley is a pioneer in the use of hyperbaric oxygen therapy, effectively treating cognitive disorders such as Alzheimer's disease, brain injuries, strokes, and showing great promise for treating COVID-19 without mechanical respirators. Ray Crowley has 40 years of experience in physical therapy, treating sports injuries, traumatic brain injury, and other neurological conditions with astonishing results. Visit OxygenRescueCareCentersOfAmerica.com or call Crowley Physical Therapy in Delray Beach at 561-276-9643 to schedule your appointment today.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll free, worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope.
I am Sarah Spiritual. I'm looking at the clock going, holy crow, we got a lot of calls to answer here, and we've got our gratitude prayer to read to all of you before we go. So I got to make sure that we get as much in as possible on this Thanksgiving Eve. I've got to go to Sahara. Sahara, how are you, Sahara? Sahara, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Good,
fine.
Sahara.
I just wanted to know.
What are you grateful for first?
I'm grateful for just to put my foot on the ground and be able to walk and talk.
Mm-hmm. It's been a rough road for you. When I go back, and I actually have to go back to 2013. It's been a journey for the past 7 years. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And then I also go back, Spirit takes me back 7 months. Spirit tells me that the beginning of the year, everything came crumbling down around you as well. Is that true, Sahara?
Yes.
Okay. Sahara, what's your question for us tonight?
I wanted to know, am I in the right path of my spirituality. I know that certain things that in my spirituality and my spiritual walk, I just want to know if I'm in the right path.
It's interesting because you've been opening up more and more to spirit and getting messages from spirit and hearing the energy and feeling spirit. Yes, please?
Yeah.
Okay. I see around you the angels, and I also see the master teacher Jesus around you as well. You talk to Master Teacher Jesus, yes, please?
Yeah.
Okay. He said, I am the light and the way. And he's talking about the I am energy. That is the energy that will lead the way. You are looking to make a shift in your life so that you can really surrender all of your problems at the feet of God so that you can receive all the blessings and not worry anymore. Is that true?
Yeah.
You have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders as well. Is that also true?
Yeah.
Okay. We have a health concern as well, please, Sahara.
Not as
inflammation.
Not as much.
I'm seeing inflammation. I'm seeing something going on in the digestion. I'm not a doctor, not diagnosing, but I'm feeling as if the body's out of balance. So you might want to check what you need to change in your diet or such, because the body seems stale and heavy to me, all right? I also move into the energy of your angels and guides, and I see that at this time, this bridge of connection that you're forming is making a strong movement in the forward direction of you having a new way of earning a living and making money. You're looking for a shift in your finances as well, yes?
Yes.
And you've asked for assistance with this from the heavens, yes?
Yes.
You are on track. Surrender the outcome and trust that which is of the highest good for you will come into fruition.
All right.
And do not make excuses for the person who is expecting you to just turn a blind eye to their behavior. Am I making sense to you?
Okay.
This is true, yes? There's someone around that you're turning a blind eye to?
Yeah.
Okay. Stand up for yourself and believe in yourself. You are worthy of all that you desire. And you're worthy of respect. This makes sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. See the God in you, and then you will always be on the path, my dear. Sahara, how did you hear about the show?
Well, on the internet.
Well, thank you for joining us on the internet. Thank you for following us. Go to my page, Sarah Spiritual, on Facebook. There's so many shows you can listen to, and I do hope you continue to follow us and ask questions in the feed, all right?
I will.
Thank you, Sahara. Happy Thanksgiving. God bless you, and continue to stay well. Bye.
Too. Bye.
What a night for all of us, connecting all across the globe, thanks to Facebook and YouTube. As I've sat here for 11 and a half years, 563 shows, I sometimes scratch my head. I'm grateful that we have all had this opportunity to connect. I'm grateful for the radio waves that take me out to places that I would never even imagine that the messages could be heard. Thank you to those who sit in your car and hear the sound and the call of spirit. And you say, I've got a question. Let's see what guidance I can receive. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the vessel. And I humbly like sitting here every week so that we can connect and we can build a bridge, just all of us, build a bridge of light and love that joins each soul together all across the globe. It's time to not see all the differences. We've been focusing on what's not working and what's different, instead of how we are all very much the same. And if we were to look into everybody's heart, everybody's soul, we're all a little bruised, we're all a little wounded, and we've been through a thing or two. But now it's time to look past all of that and heal where we can and let go, let bygones be bygones, and trust God. Years ago, 2009, I believe it was, I wrote a gratitude prayer. And I want to share it with all of you for closing for tonight's show. And we know that 2020 will be a Thanksgiving we will remember for many reasons. But no matter what's going on in your personal life, remember to be grateful. I'm grateful for every moment on this earth I'm grateful for the people I have in my life and those who are no longer in my circle. I am grateful for every laugh, every smile, every accomplishment, and even every loss. I embrace the challenges which define my character, my disappointments, my pain, and even my tears, for they represent my growth. I'm grateful for my family, my friends, my colleagues, my enemies, for they have been a part of my life, and they're part of my blessings and my lessons. I am in awe and gratitude of this vast, beautiful world. It is truly amazing to see the sunrise in the horizon, an ocean's wave crash upon the rocks, or a butterfly fly. I stand in amazement of all that is, rather than what is not. There is no reason to mourn what I do not have, for greatness can be found in the simple moments. I pray for simplicity of life, purity of heart, and I stand in grateful anticipation for the abundance, love, harmony, and goodness that is here for me and for all of us. I thank you, my God. No matter where you are, no matter what this 2020 journey has brought to you, trust that this too shall pass. All will be well, and there is a reason for everything, even if we don't understand it. Stand strong, be grateful, and know that you are loved by a divine universal power that is watching over all of us. And we here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, we thank you for your following. We thank you for following the show, the wonderfulness at our center. And thank you for sharing your time, your space, and your intimate thoughts and experiences, because we are grateful for all of you. God bless you. Good night. Stay well. Happy Thanksgiving of 2020. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
There's a light that shines.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate life. Listen and call in next week and let Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram. Tune in next week for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.